Well, welcome to our next edition of Teachers Who Shape Us. Today we have a really special guest with us. It's our United States Secretary of Education, Secretary Cardona, and we're just eager to hear from you and, of course, welcome you to the state of Indiana. We're actually in an Indiana school right now, so thank you for visiting.
Of course. Happy to be here. Happy to be visiting classrooms with you, talking to students, and seeing all the great things that are happening here.
Well, thank you. And there's probably not a better place to have this conversation, which is really celebrating and elevating educators. And your path, no doubt, has had various educators who have touched your life, who've positively impacted you. Can you share a little bit about some educators who have made a special impact on you?
Sure, and I'm glad you're doing this series because it shouldn't take a pandemic for us to realize the important role our teachers have, not only for our kids, but for our country. So there's so many teachers that I could think about, but Mrs. Ransom is one of them. She was an art teacher in my high school where I used my art to just share my values, or when I would get into the artwork that I did, I would often, paint or draw on topics that were important to me. And she tapped me on the shoulder one day. She said, Miguel, you should consider a career in teaching. And up to that point, I never thought of myself as a teacher, but because of her seeing that in me and prodding me and kind of mentoring me, it opened my eyes to teaching, and it's the best career ever.
So Mrs. Ransom, have you ever had a chance, does Mrs. Ransom know her impact? Have you ever had a chance to share that with her or her family, that the top education official in the country, that she actually started that path for you?
One of the best parts of this transition, I was Secretary of Education in Connecticut before a secretary for the country. One of the best parts of the transition is that I had plenty of opportunity to share her impact on my life. And it's really important that we share with their names those teachers who impacted us in a positive way. And Mrs. Ransom has heard, and she's been mentioned in articles and in national publications and things, because I have mentioned her, because it's really important for her to know that she had an impact on me. But not only her, teachers shape lives, we know that. And
right.
All of us have been impacted by teachers. So I'm thankful that she and I still connect through Facebook, and every once in a while we whenever there's an article that mentions her, I'll send it to her.
Well, Secretary Cardona, thank you for coming to Indiana, and thank you for continuing to elevate educators. We're going to continue to do the same right here in Indiana as well, because our teachers matter so much to the lives of our kids. So thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here, and to the teachers here in Indiana, thank you for what you're doing to lift our students and lift our state, lift our country.
Thank you.